Ali Abdelaziz is probably the most hated man in the sport. Like, it doesn't seem to matter where you stand. Everybody has a problem with this guy. And now he is saying Magomed Ankalaev was injured going into this fight with Alex Pereira, the one that just happened over the past week. And you cannot make it up. The fight that lasted a minute and 20 seconds, that's a fight that, he was injured for. Like, this wasn't, a Magomed Ankalaev that just looked completely off. Like, this looked like Magomed Ankalaev that just got stumped by the pressure of Alex Pereira. So Magomed Ankalaev's manager made a long post addressing a lot of things. And obviously, number one, the biggest thing was him, allegedly going on Magomed Ankalaev's Twitter account, tweeting on his behalf, talking shit about Alex Pereira. So while Magomed wasn't talking shit about Pereira, Ali was going on his Twitter, talking shit, causing drama, making it seem like Magomed was the bad guy, I guess taking things too far. And what I guess is kind of, the funny thing about this whole thing is Ali is not the one fighting. So he's literally setting his guys up, pissing off the opponent as much as possible for them to just pay the price. Like, that is literally what is going on. And that's what happened on Saturday. And Alex Pereira clapped back afterwards, did go after Ali. And we're going to get to that too, because this is all crazy. I am going to read this, guys, but just a reminder that I am going to be live tonight. So join the Discord to put in stuff that you guys want me to react to. So Ali Abdelaziz posted this saying, Saturday night, Magomed Ankalaev fought Alex Pereira in the rematch, and Alex Pereira won. Congratulations to him and his team. I know his coaches and his managers, and they've always been respectful. I don't know Alex personally, but I am Team Magomed Ankalaev. Whatever I can do to help him, I will do it, as long as I don't insult someone's family, religion, or their nation. Which the nation thing is crazy, because literally Merab was mad about this very thing less than a year ago, that Ali Abdelaziz was talking shit on Umar's Twitter account, talking shit about, Georgia, about the country of Georgia. And then we saw Merab go out there and beat up Umar. You know what I mean? So once again, this is another situation where he's pissing off his own fighter's opponent and then, watching his fighter get beaten up. Literally giving the opponent fuel here. Everything Ankalaev said on his social media, he approved of. And if I did help him, it was with his knowledge. But at the end of the day, we are in the fighting business. If people get their feelings hurt over something, beat it. As long as no one says anything bad about you, your family, or your nation, which once again, we've shown that he's literally talked bad about other people's nations. But here, I think he's saying, look, Pereira, beat it. You shouldn't be offended. This is the fight game. We talk shit. But the thing is when a fighter talks shit, we say it's the fight game, because at the end of the day, you both are going to get an opportunity to face off against one another and, back up your shit talk. Like, someone's going to get exposed. So if you talk shit, you're going to potentially face your punishment out there if you do lose the fight. So that is a different story. And even if you win the fight, I mean, you still get punched in the face. So, I mean, at least there is some sort of release there. When Ali is talking shit, I mean, Ali's never going to fight. It's not, okay, you know what, that was a fun fight game, like, let's move on. Like, no, we don't typically, that rule doesn't really apply to the promoter / manager, okay? That rule really just sticks to the fighters, okay? We don't just say, when a manager just goes talk shit, we're like, all right, you know what, that was the fight game. No, you didn't even step in the ring. What are you talking about? About me doing sports or not doing sports, this is irrelevant, but I have 2 black belts in judo and jiu-jitsu under Master Renzo Gracie, and I also competed in judo and MMA. So once again, this is like, yeah, I don't know what his professional record is. I know that, Ali has trained, but just because you train, like the whole point of, respecting the fighters is the fact that they go out there publicly ready to fail. I mean, they could literally get knocked out, have their lives altered, get humiliated. The idea of this whole thing is that is what's brave. Like, you're brave for going out there, risking everything, risking the chance of getting knocked out, risking your health. That's what's brave, okay? I also train, but no one's going to fucking come to me and say I'm a brave guy for training. No, that's not how exactly it works, because there's a big difference between training in a very safe spot and going out there against another guy trying to kill you, and especially at the highest stage. But in reality, this is not about me and Alex. This is about Magomed Ankalaev and Alex, which Ali, like, when you're going out there making tweets on behalf of Magomed, when we all know that's you tweeting, when Ankalaev doesn't sound anything like this in person, you are making it about Alex and Ali. Like, he's the one that's made this about him. Like, I just don't get this attitude of saying, let's move on, guys. Come on. Like, how absurd is this? Ali's the one causing trouble, and then at the end of it is like, all right, guys, fuck it, guys. Come on, let's move on. It's like if I burned down your house, and I was like, oh, come on, get over it. You'll just get a new house. Let's move on. That's in the past. Like, no, that I don't exactly determine that, all right? Alex was the best man on Saturday, and we have to take our losses like men. We move on. I don't know Alex. I don't have any beef with Alex. I respect everything he accomplished, but all along, I thought Magomed Ankalaev will beat him, and he already beat him once, and I believe if they fight again, Magomed will beat him, which I don't think many people agree with, but what is he going to say? He's the fucking manager. So anyway, this is where it gets really interesting, guys. There's a lot of things that happen with Ankalaev in his camp, but it's for him to talk about, not me. And if I need to talk about it, I will talk about it. If it was up to me, he should have never fought this time. But he's a grown man. It's almost like he's contemplating with himself. He's like, it's up to Ankalaev, but it's up for him to talk about, but not me. But also at the same time, if I want to talk about it, I will. So I will talk about it now. And then he decides to say he should never have fought, but he's a grown man. He makes his own decisions, and he lives by his actions. But for now, this is all I have to say. Congratulations, Alex and his team. Life goes on. And for all these sorry-ass fans, every time somebody from the Caucasus region or Middle East, Dagestani, Chechnya get a UFC title, they all freak out. Guess what? Get used to it, because this is just the beginning. You're all a bunch of virgins. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know like what to make of that ending. But I mean, yeah, Ali, shout out to Ali with the little unicorn head. I mean, like I said, man, I felt bad for Ankalaev. I'm a big Ank fan. You know, I'm gonna be rooting for Big Ank in the next fight for sure. You know, I definitely felt bad seeing him get knocked out and probably seeing him never fight for a UFC title ever again. But you know, look, at the end of the day, I'm still happy for Alex, and it kind of needed to happen. I don't know if he was injured. I really just think that Alex put the pressure on to say, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that Magomed couldn't beat Alex in a rematch. I don't think so. You know, I think I've picked Alex in the first fight, the second fight. I probably would obviously pick him in the third fight. So I'm not here trying to say I think Magomed would win. But look, I understand him saying maybe Magomed would have a chance. Maybe Magomed just got caught off surprise. There's arguments to be made there. Now here we have Alex Pereira's response. When a manager has never been an athlete and wants to promote to gain fame and money, but you're the one in there risking your life, and he's the one outside laughing, which is kind of what I've been saying. And this is, I don't know if he's laughing here. This is an image of him. I mean, I guess he's sort of smirking. I mean, kind of stretching it. I mean, he just looks like, honestly, he looks more like scared, like, geez. But I don't know. But he's saying he's laughing. I don't know. I didn't see like any video of him laughing. But regardless, I still think that the message is accurate. Like I was saying before, the manager is talking shit on Twitter, making jokes, you know, and sending the guy Magomed out there to, you know, basically take in the consequences. Like, he is fully taking on the consequences of his manager, right? Like, you know, Pereira went in there, I'm sure, heated up from the trash talk, heated up from losing, and I'm sure heated up from the trash talk after losing. Like, I'm sure his blood was boiling, and now he's got to deal with the shit talk from not even the guy that he's fought. Like, are you serious? So, yeah, I mean, Pereira also posted this, which I thought was funny. It was of Magomed Ankalaev with a tire. And, guys, this is Jiri Prochazka perfectly explaining the situation with Ali Abdelaziz. Hear his story with Magomed Ankalaev and the difference between him with Ankalaev versus Ankalaev on Twitter.
And there is a thing. When I was in PI, I trained there in the cage, and I saw Ankalaev. He came around me, and he just said, hello. And I said, fuck, man. Why are you so nice, man? Are you nice or bad guy? Nice guy or bad guy? On the Twitter, you are really bad guy for everyone. And big
really
whatever.
Guy.
So,
yeah, like a fucking notorious villain on
I just
fucking
didn't
Twitter.
understand that. And then I really understand that he's like sportsman, like normal sportsman, and somebody else writing these bullshits on the Twitter or whatever. So I can't be like angry for him because, man, but still he's responsible for what is for what his account writing on the Twitter. So
what he said, I think, is what a lot of fighters struggle with. Marab also struggled with it, and it's a defense I've kind of seen, not too much, because I think most people realize how ridiculous this is. But saying, oh, you can't be mad at Magomed, you can't be mad at Umar. You know, they're not the ones writing the tweet. It's just the manager. They're nice guys. Well, at a certain point, it's like, dude, you know your manager's posting this stuff. Like, I understand, okay, like a few times this is a misunderstanding. If you consistently know that your manager is talking shit about other fighters, that you're complicit in that. Like, that is you saying, I'm okay with my platform, trashing other fighters. That's basically you disrespecting other fighters. That is disrespect. I don't care if you're not the one writing it. I don't care who's writing it. If you're approving it, I don't get the idea behind this. And it does become a little bit of a gray area because I'm sure, I don't know, I've never met Magomed Ankalaev, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. It seems like from everybody else talking about the interactions with Magomed. And just judging from Magomed interviews, seems like a quiet guy, probably not, a too crazy guy or trying to make a big show out of anything. He seems like to be just a normal, nice dude. And Ali is out there trying to push him as this bad guy. Someone who he's just really not, let's be honest. Like, he isn't someone that's going to talk all this shit in a press conference, rile up the fans and things like that. So he's pushing him to just basically set him up to fail, talk all this shit, and literally fail once again in the fight, getting knocked out by Alex Pereira. And like I said, a similar thing happened with Umar. It wasn't as bad of a beating because it was a relatively close fight, but still, Merab in those last few rounds really showboated on Umar. So I'm sure there's positives and negatives because, look, at the same time, Magomed Ankalaev, how else are you going to promote him? This does make sense from Ali's point of view, let's not lie. But obviously, fighters are going to get upset, and this is what happens. Consequence, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my last video reacting to UFC 320, and also check out my live stream later tonight. You guys are the best fan-based MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.